Sunny, I was saying that first of all, congratulations. So because Forgotten Army was like almost a year ago, and anything that was pre-pandemic, now people are becoming a little fuzzy about the details. Log bhul gaye.
Correct.
It's been a lifetime since then. Sunny, I will start with saying something which I'd once heard from an industry insider. They'd said that Sunny Kaushal is such a find, and this show kind of brings him into mainstream in a very beautiful way. Is what was when you started off with the show, did you see the kind of response that came to your work? We'll go to the critic responses later, but your work was really praised.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I really did not, because, when you start something new, when you get a project, and plus as good as this, and a director as good as Kabir sir, and a platform like Amazon, you really don't think of how it's going to end or what people are going to say. All you can do is make it as honestly as possible and give your 120% to the character that you're playing. So no, when I started, I did not think about it at all. I just took it as an opportunity to learn something new about our history, to about those characters, and and just to do justice to the struggle that they actually went through.
Sunny, was it ever a dilemma for you? Because this particular part, though hasn't been played before, the story itself has been told in multiple ways before.
Correct.
Never
Correct.
really about the army, but about Subhash Chandra Bose. There's an entire
Yes.
series by Rajkumar Rao
Yes.
with Chansar Mehta
Yes.
for all. That's about
Yes.
Bose. There's Shyam Benegal's film that was Netaji, the
Correct.
hero.
Yes.
Was that ever playing on your mind? Were these ever reference points for you either?
They weren't actually, because we were not saying the story through Bose Babu's point of view. We were saying this through the soldiers, right? Which is accounted for, which is there, but not really been said elaborately before. So that was a new experience. But no, it wasn't in my mind. There was no point of reference. The only point of reference was actually Kabir sir, because he's so knowledgeable about this area of history, that he was our main point of reference. And B was the documentary that he actually made in '96, which was on YouTube with the same name, The Forgotten Army. So those were the 2 point of references that we had. And obviously the main hero was the script that was written.
Did you ever try to meet someone who was with the INA?
I would have loved to, but the thing was, I really had just a week to get into. I was shooting for Gold, and I finished shooting for Gold, and then I had to cut down all my beard and hair and everything, and then I just had a week, and that week included our physical training, our boot camp with the guns, and to look like a soldier, to behave like a soldier. So I would have loved to if I could, but at the end of the day, it's fine even if I didn't, because I believe in going through the journey of the character once you understand their motive. So it's not really necessary, and plus it's so back in the history that it wouldn't really make sense for me to personally chat with somebody. And plus, like I said, there was that documentary which was a one-on-one encounter with the veterans.
What was your biggest learning from this show?
My biggest learning was that there's so much in the past that we don't know about, that has been given to us and we take for granted a lot. Not that we should be stuck in the past, but yes, we should be a little grateful to all the people who fought really hard, and just to take out time to know about those things.
How did you guys take to the responses and the reviews? Because the responses and the reviews were very different from each other. The reviews
Correct.
were okay, mixed, but the response was quite good. Like,
Very
people
good.
really
Yeah.
took to it. How did you initially respond, take to both of this?
I don't know. I mean, to each to their own. At the end of the day, it's an entertainment medium. We're trying to tell a story through audio visual, and it really depends on the person who's receiving it, as to how they receive it, and what opinion they form out of it. So you have to respect everything, whether people like it or they don't, or they like certain aspect of it or they hate certain aspect of it, whether they agree with the point of view, whether they don't. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So you really don't get affected by either of it, by, even if when somebody says that I don't agree with it, I don't like it, or somebody says that yes, that's exactly what I think, and thank you for making such a show and telling us about all these heroes which we didn't know about, So, if somebody says thank you, you say thank you back. If somebody says we didn't like it, you say we'll try to do a better job next time.
Sunny, you rightly said that you had just come in from the shooting of Gold.
Yeah.
In your head, at any point, was there a kind of a pre-existing bias against the medium? Because that is very common in our industry. Actors do come in to do mini series thinking कि it's not as big as theatrical, but हम कर लेते हैं क्योंकि हमारी acting सही हो जाएगी. Did you ever come in with that? And how did you tackle it while the making of the show?
No, not at all, because I entered the industry with a web series.
Yeah.
So I entered the industry. My first body
so
of
unrecognizable that one wouldn't know it's you. You look
exactly.
nothing like
so
yourself.
I did. You take off my facial hair and I'm a different person.
No, you're a different
But
looking
yes, so
guy.
I did that. Yeah. So no, I never had that. It was just an opportunity, and I was new. I wanted to test my waters. I do believe that वो बड़े पर्दे का जादू होता है, but that doesn't mean that you cannot. Every medium has their own consumer base, and now it's merging and converging like nothing before. So I did not have that bias in my head, and plus it was directed by Kabir sir. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to be directed by him? That was a great opportunity. So yeah, I never thought about it.
What did the show do for you in terms of setting your ground as an actor?
See, the thing is that yes, it gave me a great amount of validation as an actor when people came to me and said that they really loved my part, and a lot of people were gracious enough to say that they couldn't imagine anybody else playing Surinder Sodhi. So apart from that, I don't know really, because after that pandemic hit. So in terms of work, I have no idea what it did. If it did something, it probably put it on hold. But no, things did look up from there, because like I said, it gave probably people who would want to cast me or invest in me an eye that, okay, he is probably a decent actor. And, so yeah, that way it really did help me a lot.
Sunny, how have the months of lockdown been for you? Obviously, industry went into a lockdown, and then what? Kya kiya?
Nothing. Jhadu pocha bartan.
Seriously, not jhadu pocha bartan for sure. You must have read
No, seriously.
something.
No, seriously, because there was nothing. Everything was put on hold. So work-wise, there was no reading scripts. There was nothing, because everybody just held themselves. So baki ghar ke kaam, because there was no house help, there was nothing, and everybody was given tasks. Like I love I love ironing clothes and doing bartan. So that was my task to do, and just I mean, read stuff, watched stuff. My sleeping pattern went for a toss, which I'm still recovering from. I used to sleep at 6 o'clock in the morning. I saw sunrise every day and slept, and which I'm still recovering from. I'm not able to sleep on time even right now. I mean, it was actually, when I look back at it, it was like a trance, because you were with your family, you were inside, and you were doing stuff. There was nothing to do in terms of work, but there was still a lot to do. So time nikal jata tha, things used to be moving.
You have the kind of awareness to understand where you stand as an actor in 2021.
Definitely.
It's not the same as what it was in 2020. The idea of star system, of what the OTT platform has done in the last 9 months for us has completely dismantled everything, every conventional norm that was there. Where do you stand, and what is going to be your charting your path ahead? Like, what are you planning to do here on?
I mean, I'll take it as in, see, that's what I'm saying. The one thing that this pandemic has taught us is that planning, I mean, you can have a goal, but really to have a set plan is like, then you're in a fool's paradise, because you never know what's going to happen when and how your life is going to turn out. So, and I never really believed in it. I believe in taking each day as it comes. It might sound really motivational, speechy types, but it's really not. It's what our father has also gone through, when he was a stuntman, then became an action director and struggling. So we've seen that how it works, and it worked really beautifully for him. So that's been my learning, and that's how I take. It really depends on what work comes my way, what work I really want to do, and then take it as it comes. And you're right. I mean, because of this whole OTT boom during the lockdown, things have actually converged now. Everybody is experimenting here, there, and everywhere. So there are a lot more avenues to kind of open the doors and go into and test things. So yeah, let's see. Let's hope for something really good.
Yeah, I really hope so, Sunny. You're a very, very gifted actor. You should do like
Thank
a lot more of work.
How sweet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sunny. Thank you for taking
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.